I am an American citizen. I live in the United States. I believe that God gives us the opportunity for anything that we're chosen by. And I do believe that God gives us the opportunity to try new events or new adventures and stuff like that. I do believe that God is our life and our ability. But there are things that I do not like that goes on. And when someone is proven right, sometimes they're not proven right by this or that, but they're proven by different things, you know. And sometimes we look of ourselves at who we are. Well, let's get into the situation I'm talking about. Okay. Do you believe in numerologies? Numerology is a number in the Bible. It's coded by threes or by twos. Numerologies are numbers that are coded by Bible code numbers, by ones or twos or threes. Okay? Now I'm going to show you something, and I hope you believe me. If you don't, it's your choice. It's your choice. But I believe that God has sent Donald Trump from heaven as an archangel. It says that in one of the verses. And it talks about this right here. You don't believe me? Go look at yourself. And it says right here. I'll read it to you. It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 4. Hold on. It's wrong verse. Okay. First Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 16 and 17. Now, you know Donald Trump decided he wanted to become president in 2015. Okay? When he became president, while he was running for president, he had 17 candidates or 16 candidates running for him. He knocked out all those candidates. And people are like, what? You knock out all those candidates? Yeah. And the president, a guy said, oh, I'm going to run for president. A TV show of The Apprentice, a hotel owner, a rich billionaire. This guy could be like Donald Trump, could be like Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan did this in 1980 to 88. No one could stop him. He said, let's make America great again. But anyway, here it is. Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 16 and 17. And it says, for the Lord himself descends from heaven, the shout of a voice. Wow. And the voice of the angel, his name is Trump. And the dead of Christ shall rise first. Isn't that weird? Right there. So anyway, the crazy thing about it is God also has another verse in the Bible that's true. And this verse says, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 52, and it says, in the moment of the twinkle of the eye, the last trump of the trumpet shall sound, and the rise of the incorporated shall be changed. Isn't that weird? Right there it is. And the other thing is, there's another verse. Donald Trump is talking about building a wall. Well, the Bible reveals that verse on the bottom. Right there. And the weird thing is, and it says, and I saw a man among those who would build a wall, standing by the branches of the land. I should not destroy it, but find none. Now, isn't it kind of funny, this man is doing this. Now, when Donald Trump ran for president, there were predictions of people predicting this, predicting that. Well, that was one of my predictions, that I said that Donald Trump would be president. And how did I do it? Well, one day, someone showed me this, a dollar bill. And on the dollar bill are the number 11s, 4 11s. The 4 11s, the first 11 represents a man named John F. Kennedy, the 35th president. And the bottom number represents 22, one of the presidents that I killed. The first president's name at the top is John F. Kennedy. I went to a flea market one day and I found this book. Are you kidding me? John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy has 11 letters in his name. And where was Kennedy killed at? He was killed in Dallas, Texas. Kennedy's last name begins with K. Look at that. Dallas, Texas. Are you kidding me? Now that's weird. Again, one more time, look at it. Dallas, Texas. The weird thing about it, that's our first 11 president. The second president is Barack Obama. All 4 11s come together, gives you the number 44. On November 5th of 2008, Barack Obama becomes our president. On November 4th. On November 5th, he is hit in the Illinois lottery by the pick 3. Let me show you.
I was just wondering if anyone had heard of the numbers in the Illinois lottery coming up as 666, the day after the election in which Barack Hussein Obama was elected. I just want to show you this on the computer. I just heard about it today, and then I just went online to check it out to see if it was just somebody just making this up. But sure enough, the day after Barack Hussein Obama was elected as President of the United States, the lottery evening drawing for the 5th came up as 666. Check it out.
Ain't that kind of funny? Illinois lottery was 666. The second number on the dollar bill with the 4 11s gives you Barack Obama's. Barack Obama's last name begins with the K. The K, Barack, B-R-A-C-K. Same letter that appears with John F. Kennedy. So I predicted that the third president of the United States that would hold the 11 in it would be Donald Trump. How would that be? Well, Donald and Ronald were the same numbers by just one letter. Donald and Ronald were the same ones. Ronald Reagan and Donald. They had 6 letters. Donald Trump's last name was the 5 as the Trump. Donald Trump's middle name is John. Don't believe me? Go look at yourself. And John F. Kennedy was killed on November the 11th. The first 11s represent the number 11, and the number's 22. Kennedy was killed on November 22nd, 1922, 1963. The dollar bill I hold in my hand shows 1963. And the weird thing about it, how did all this happen? I'll tell you how it happened. Because God chose this man named Donald Trump to be our president. Because people were sick and tired of the earth going the way it is. This man was chosen by God to do our work. Now, 2 years in the presidency, they're trying to do anything to bring this man down. They're trying to do anything in the power to bring this man down. But I've said before, and I'll say again, this man was chosen by Donald Trump, by God, who descended this man from heaven. I am American, and I'm tired of hearing about all these troubles. Well, let's investigate him when the Democrats become what's called. But last night I heard the greatest news of all. Trump got some of his money for the wall last night. Texas agreed to pay him money for the wall. God is powerful, and he is one. He is strong. But when he did what he did, so on January the 20th of 2017, Donald Trump's numbers have 17 letters in it. Donald has got 6. 4 is John. Remember, I mentioned John as John President. And 5 is 15. If you add 2 down, senior or junior, you get 17. That's when we put the president into office. When Donald Trump was put in office, he was 70 years old by 7 months, and the day is the 7. 777. That is the completion of the Bible. This is the beginning of the end of a portal wall. The new beginning of the end. You don't believe me? Go check it out. Thank you for looking at the video, and God bless you. And go Donald Trump in 2020. I believe he will win.